Welcome to the world's meeting place. American.
Practically narcotic.
Freedom.
Oh, yes. I like very much.
Radio.
You're an American institution.
American Freedom Radio.
This is Shepard with the Intel Hub. Don't forget to check out my show weekdays at 3 p.m. Central on American Freedom Radio. We're back with Lucas. His website is rabbithole2.com, rabbithole2.com. This San Bruno fire is intriguing to me, especially after what Lucas has uncovered here. I'm going to play a clip. This is off of Lucas's website. Let's roll this clip.
Disaster. You can find a link to the Red Cross by going to 10news.com and clicking on the red TV button. By the way, did you happen to see that fireball in the sky this morning? A lot of folks apparently did. The Coast Guard and others got reports around 5 o'clock this morning about a big white or green fireball in the sky, and they saw it all the way from Mexico all the way up to Long Beach. The USS Sarah, in fact, the San Diego-based ship, is cruising off San Diego, and the crew saw the fireball fall around 5, as did many of you viewers, of course, who called us here on 10 News. Coast Guard says it was a meteor, and because of the clear skies, we saw it for a long, long way.
Interesting. That's very interesting, Lucas. And to see the media report this, first they were saying planes, a plane hit. But what I find interesting, Lucas, is we were monitoring police scanners through the night, and they were still talking about planes hitting. We have people that said they saw engines. Of course, we also heard that the FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force showed up to that. So I think, you might be onto something here, Lucas, and they might not quite have put 2 and 2 together yet.
Well, yeah, there's, they definitely didn't cover that Colombian impact event, and that, to me, is a huge story. I mean, you would think that would be the top story on CNN and Fox and all that, at least for a day, but they didn't even cover it in page D17, They basically just ignored it.
Yeah, that is strange, and I was thinking the same thing. I mean, how are you going to ignore that? Today there's a big 9/11 Truth rally, right as we speak. They're in Times Square in New York. We Are Change is down there. They're all doing their thing. How important do you think this 9/11 Truth movement is in exposing the corrupt government? And what do you think about the 9/11 Truth movement?
Well, it's a good start because that's where most people become awake to all this, because 9/11 had so many holes in the plot that, it's hard not to figure out, literally. Most people that argue with it are in denial. And so it's it's a very important thing for people to wake up, I think, because that's what got me onto understanding the bigger changes in the world. Is when I looked at 9/11, I said, how could these fools spend all this money and all this time and have this plot with all these open holes in it unless they meant to leave them open so that they'd get everybody arguing about whether it was an inside job or not? Just another divide and conquer tactic.
Yeah, exactly. and we're seeing that more and more and more. And they just go to extreme lengths to do this. And, of course, half of the American public just eats it up. Lucas, why don't you let everyone know, you got some DVDs available. Why don't you go ahead and plug your site, let everyone know where to find the DVDs.
Yeah, there's a 2-disc set. It basically consists of a DVD called The Destroyer Star and the Future of Mankind. It's me giving the presentation at Brave New Books in Austin. The second is the CD of the presentation itself. They can both be got off the website Rabbit Hole 2. That's RABBITHOLE2 with the number 2.com, and it's $29 with $2.99 shipping. So it's really inexpensive, and it's like about 20 documentaries worth of information packed into one. It is a plethora of information.
Yeah, it's an extremely good presentation. I suggest everyone goes and checks it out at rabbithole2.com. Lucas, we're going to have to get you on the show sometime for a little bit more time. I couldn't do it today because Michael Cesarian was on, but we'll get you back on shortly. I appreciate you for coming on the show.
Oh, that's all right. I appreciate it. It's great. I'm actually in the middle of building a 350 small block Chevy, and I'm pretty greasy right now. So, it was great talking to you.
Absolutely. Have a good day, Lucas.
All right, bye-bye.
There he goes, Lucas. Rabbithole2.com. That's rabbithole, the number 2.com. And I want to talk a little bit more about this terror threat issued by Interpol. To me, this is clear cut. I mean, not only is this propaganda, but it almost looks like posturing for an attack. Now, that might not be the case. We've seen this before. They've been hyping bin Laden in the news. They'll show these Al-Qaeda training camps over and over again. They did this a lot during January and February of the year. And then they said, of course, we will have a terror attack on U.S. soil within the next 6 months for sure. Of course, that never came. Now, it's making me wonder if we're really coming down to the deadline. All this stuff with this Ground Zero Mosque, the burning of the Quran, Janet Napolitano coming out saying another 9/11's coming, Interpol issuing terror alert warnings. If this church burns the Quran, we're going to be attacked, they're saying. We've got this explosion in California where terrorism task force was out there. There was another pipeline in Texas that blew up. We don't know if that's connected to anything yet. That was yesterday. And you got these Russians with wire cutters and shovels trying to get in a nuclear power plant or a power plant in Georgia. So a lot of weird circumstances. We're going to keep everything updated right here at theintelhub.com. Don't forget to check out our sponsors, the Freeze Dry Guy. Go to our site and click on his banner. Also, they offer a bunch of great freeze-dried products over there. Also, check out godlikeproductions.com. It's an awesome forum. The best on the internet, in my opinion. So check that out, godlikeproductions.com. We'll see you Monday. Have a good day.